What's up guys, Wraec is here with a new video, and today with part 3 of my series for all these secret titles and Easter eggs in Echoes of Dissent. If you've not seen a video of this series yet, basically we go around, we uncover all the secrets there are in the season and also show how you can get these secret Easter egg titles. If you don't know what that is, well, every single season now there are some titles that you can only get by finding those Easter eggs, by finding those secrets. Here, for example, we have the Drenched title, which we'll also show in this video. It says complete Easter egg, dry the wood, and I will show you exactly what you need to do to get those titles so that you can uncover and get all of the secrets and loot in Echoes of Dissent. And before we get into that, I want to have a huge shout out here to Ashu. He actually uncovered all of those secrets together with the crowd over and at Yapala on the Yapala Discord. You find the link down below. Huge shout out to them, and especially to Ashu, because he posted all of them there with the screenshots. So if you are missing some rewards, some Easter eggs, something, definitely check out the channel. Will be down in the description. And now let's start with the first Easter egg. This Easter egg was actually supposed to be in the last video where we uncovered all the secrets in Salturine. I sadly forgot it, so now it's here. What you want to do is you want to head over to the Timber Base outpost on the Salturine map. You can see it's just south of the main city. And then you want to change the time to night. This is very important, it will only work at night. And then you just want to head downwards here and you will see there is a man over there. And once we get close to this man, should I greet this man? It says, and we can click there and use the greet gesture. Keep in mind, and I was told this in the last video, for some of those gestures that are used within those videos, you have to unlock them first through the Emporium and through friendship buys that are there, because otherwise you won't have them. So that is something to know. After we talk to Commoner Drena here and listen to the story he has to say, we will get a little bit of loot, and that finishes up this Easter egg. The next one is actually one of my favorite Easter eggs so far, definitely one of the coolest ones we had. For this one we want to switch to the Amber Mine map, and you want to head over to the Acorite Extractor that is in Brimstone Mine 6, and this Acorite Extractor one is actually also covered within the stories the first time we uncovered the secret of the Dragon Axe, which I don't want to go further into, but right here you can already see there is a hamster up there, and this one is not marked as giving you like this little search mining quest, so we run over there and this hamster will actually tell us that he's very hungry. So we talk to him, we still ask him what's going on, he tells us he can't even think, and we will of course want to help this hamster. So that is something to say. Let's get through this dialogue. Grilled iron fin trout is what he wants, quite specific obviously, but we can help, and it will give us a reward that I really like. From here on out we want to head to the next fishing spot, which is just down here over there, and here we don't even wanna move, we just want to wait, don't want to fish. The circle will fill up and this will give us a grilled iron fin trout, with which we obviously want to head back to the hamster and give him this wonderful food. It's also kind of funny because obviously this is a lava lake, so yeah, makes sense that the fish is already grilled. About that, there we go. Here you have your wonderful fish, sparkles, and we help the hamster, which is absolutely great. Just a little bit of dialogue left and we will get a reward that I absolutely love, because it allows us to do some very nice titles. So there we go, and the title we get here is Hamster. Fond of nuts, running wheels, napping, it's a professional familiar for mages, so we now have the hamster title, and that we can of course make some very interesting combinations, because that is a suffix title, so everything that is in a prefix one you can go and combine with that. And then, as we are already here, a little bit of a pointer, right down this alleyway here at the Acorite Extractor, you will also find Wisp number 3, that will give you some loot and of course is important for the full completion of the map. Following up on this, we also have a title that we can complete just from this very spot. So right over here, downwards from the Acorite Extractor, we want to head to 3 different locations that I'm now going to show you. And at all those locations, we will start to get a new title, which is pretty cool. So first up, we want to head over here and go to this location. where it might be that you already got a dialogue. Once you get here, you should get a dialogue. Then we can head over to the next one, which is right over here. And you can see right there, the dialogue was actually triggering. Oh, it's way too hot to just stand there and move. And it's pretty easy to get those during the story as well. And then for the third location, we want to head on downwards over here, which is also not a long way to go. Right next to the fishing spot, we want to head a little bit more downwards. And we want to see whether we can get this. It should be right over here. Yeah, it's loading. Let's see. And there we go. The first one I already had, but again, I will point out the locations on the map. Maybe we can also show this. So, location number 1, right at the top here. So right here where my cursor is right now, there. Then we have the second location, this is right here. And then the third one here on the bridge. And as soon as you are on the right location, the game will actually show you this little loading cycle. And it's not difficult to do. And it's very quick and easy title that you can get about Zenny hating the heat in the Ember Mines. Okay, next one is a bit of a weird one, but it's also okay, so let's go. We have to go Brimstone Mine 6 once again, so same area as we were before, and we want to head over to the Arcane Lift teleporter right next to the Arcane Lift. And what we want to do is we want to use this teleporter 3 times in a row. And this will give you a title once again. So this now takes a second. We go up to Ironhold Bay. Once we are up on Ironhold Bay, we'll just go downwards once again and try to get the title. Okay, we go downwards, please. Okay, didn't know that, but apparently there is no entrance here to the Ember Mine once again. So once you are here at the top, you can never go down again. So we have to manually get to the Ember Mine again, head over to the teleporter, and from here on out we can head up again. So that is why I never went down there from this side. It's really not a very comfortable way of moving between those maps. But very cool. Just notice that those chains there are fixed there with fists. That looks pretty sick. So that was 2. Let's head back to Ember Mine now. And let's see if number 3 actually gives us this title. Or if there is somebody else we need to do. As far as I know, we just have to head up there and that should immediately give us the title. Let's see. And that was 3 times in a row. And there we go. Okay, I was worried for a second. Extreme, what a blast. So just 3 times in a row, and just keep in mind you have to head back to the Ember Mines every single time through the world map. Otherwise this just won't work. Primal Awakening there in 39 days. Interesting. So next title, once again, in the Ember Mine, you want to head to the Lakeside Station in Molten Abyss 7, and from there on out you want to head downwards this way until you see this dwarf here on the side. We want to go to Steffen, and we want to talk to him for a second, ask him what's wrong. Chinese text there again I saw, which I have still quite a lot. Interestingly enough, I don't know why, but those Chinese texts, they never really vanish. That's a thing that has been stuck with us from the start of the game, really. Always Chinese text in the game. So, we want to talk to him, and after we've done that, we apparently already get the title. Okay, I got it already. I apparently talked to this guy before. What you really want to do, though, you want to head over to Camp Entrance, and you want to go downwards, down right here, and here you will find a strange mech. This mech you have to defeat, and then you can come back to Steffen over there, talk to him, get the Digger title, and this will then give you this reward. I apparently talked to him during the story before, don't know why, but that's why it's a little bit out of focus here. So go to Steffen over here, then over to the camp entrance. Down there you will find a strange mech, you'll defeat it, go back to Steffen, get the Digger title, and that is pretty cool. And then I also want to point out the 4th Wisp in this season in case you miss it. It is right in the middle here. We want to head to the Flame Fury Pit teleporter. From there on out we want to head into this cave, which is a pretty large cave. And from here we just walk over on the other side, just through those quick paths right there and upwards. And once we get to this side right here, here you will actually find the Wisp. just about at the position where I'm standing, and this will give you a little bit of extra loot. And the next Easter egg we can find after finishing all main quests over here. We are back on the Saltarine map near the first Primal Lord. You can see there is the main city just right down here. That's the start of the map. So here near the teleporter we find another NPC, and she's called Lady Drena. Inside this locket, what could it be? And here we have two options. Both will give you the same reward, but in a different way. I will show you the longer one, because the other one is fairly easy and we can just explain it when it happens. So there's a locket there, and we want to fish over in this fishing spot. There is this fishing spot that just popped up near her after we talked. So we are going to fish, and once we fished here, you can see we just get the exquisite locket. So now we have two options of what to do with the locket. The first option that we have is to destroy the locket, which will instantly give you the reward of this Easter egg. So if you just are there for the quick loot, that will probably be the option that you want to choose. It's the second option. If you rather not know, let's destroy it, will give you instantly the loot, and will give you the same loot as the first option. The first option, however, is a little bit longer, and we have a little bit more interactions, and this is why we will go this way, and I will show you that. To then open this locket, we want to head over to the main city. Near the Hall of Valor, we can go down these stairs, and there's actually Ravion over there. And we want to talk to Ravion about this locket, and this will actually finish that. Okay, confusion aside. Yeah, this one I didn't see, so I had to come back to Lady Drena, decide, and once I decided, Portrait of Indris. And shouldn't ask him directly, I better ask Ravion. Makes sense. So now we can head over to the Hall of Valor, and then we can go down to Ravion, and then it works. So that was a little bit confusing. I actually finished all the side quests because I first thought it was that. But no, I just missed this little dialogue point there where you have to hold the button for a second. So quite interesting. But can happen. I mean, what do you do? So that's it. We're talking here to Ravion, and after finishing that, when we are done, we should be able to head back now to Lady, what was her name? Drena, and can tell her what Ravion said, and that should give us the loot. A little bit of loot here, no title sadly, but still we got it, so that's pretty cool. Okay, next one, once again in the Ember Mine between the Lakeside Dock and the Lakeside Station. You can see over here in Molten Abyss 7. You just want to head up and go to those dwarves over here, and as we already know, gesture button appears, and we want to cheers. And one time cheers is not enough, we have to do it 3 times, unless you kind of lose your... what the hell, where is it actually there? Somehow only puts it there 1 single time, I don't know why, and then it went down there, but okay, now we've done it 3 times. That triggers the dialogue, and then from there on out we just want to follow this dialogue, and lastly, after we finished it, we head to an SL girl a little bit further away, so we can go there by teleporter, should not be a problem, and that will finish up this Easter egg already, so something that we can easily do. Okay, so the quick teleport just worked like this. We want to head to the Echorite Extractor once again, so just over here, I want to show it again, Echorite Extractor teleporter, and you can already see there is a brave girl there in the corner. We just want to head over to her, talk to them, and once we talk to them, this will actually finish the Easter egg. So there we go. You are the Apple Girl! Yes, she is the Apple Girl. And will be a top tier engineer apparently. So let's finish this dialogue, and well, that should have already been it. I will skip it, and yeah, there we go, rewards obtained. There we have it. Easy loot, I would say. Okay, next one is actually so close that we don't need a teleporter. It's just right around the corner. We have Morgana over here, also with the 3 points. Is this dwarf here? We just want to talk to her. I'll just skip the dialogue at this point. We'll do both talk options, and then afterwards there will be the Easter egg thing. And what this means is, can't you stay a little bit longer? I don't know why it doesn't actually show you the respective one. We want to meditate over here. We want to meditate next to her. That is the thing that we do. It didn't glow golden for whatever reason, I don't know. But that should already work. And yeah, this gives us the sitting title, a prefix. So we can now be a sitting hamster if we want, if you watched everything in this video. So there it is. Very, very quick, very, very easy title there right next to the one we did before. And I also have to say at this point, quite a lot of titles, quite a lot of different titles in this season. They definitely stepped up their game on this part quite a lot. Okay, next title is also pretty close actually, because the Acorite Extractor was over here. We are actually now here. And as you can already see, there is a robot over there. And we want to head over to that robot. It will say mechanical guard. And if you get close to it, usually says like danger with the Easter egg symbol. We hold the button, prepare to fire, it says, and we want to fight it, actually. Which is not too difficult, we'll quickly get over with that. But still, honestly, what do you guys think about the mech design? I really like those turret type enemies, and really wished I had some of those myself. I mean, we got the Zenny release coming up, she's going to have some turrets, we saw those in the story, so I reckon might be cool. But those, I think, still are pretty insane. So yeah, one thing about that. After we've defeated it, actually we get to talk with the mechanic. And after this we get some more loot. Mech Engineering Primer version 104 is what we get for it. And this one just has to go to Zenny. Easiest way to get to Zenny is probably through clan reputation. I hope she actually does this during the time we have the clan reputation. I hope. Zenny, will you complete the Easter egg for me? This book, there we go. Okay, works. Good. I was a little bit worried about this, but it was a pretty quick way. We are here, of course, on the first map in the Dwarven Village, and then we can talk to Zenny and complete that. By the way, if you haven't done so already, first of all, old-timer title over here, suffix title, and a little bit of extra loot. If you haven't done so already, a clan reputation is live. You can now do the clan reputation quest and get yourself some loot, so one thing to note over there. Okay, next up we want to go back to Saltarine, specifically to the Tenebrous Court over here. You can use that teleporter, and from there on out we want to head through this door, which will lead you back, well, actually into the Ember Mine. It is categorized as Ember Mine, and in here you can find 3 love letters, and we want to head to those locations right now, find those 3 love letters, and just give it back to their owner. The first one should be over here, unless you've already collected it, which in my case apparently I already have, otherwise it would be right here. This love letter, once you stand next to it, you can actually collect it. So this is location number 1. Then we want to go to location number 2. And this one is right over here, should be there on the stairs. On the map here we are in the Shadow Gallery, the former one was there. We are now, the former was in the Whale Chamber. We are now at 8655 in the Shadow Gallery, which is right next to this bookshelf. And it would be at my feet, but we've already collected it. The third and last one is right over there. This one I also already collected, because those are in the story right next to chests actually. So this one is over here, Shadow Gallery we were before, and this is 104.29. So the last one was right there. And now we are over here. So what do we want to do with those now? Well, you want to head back into the Whale Chamber, and there you will give it to a mate. And this mate is a little bit hidden right over here. You can see the map right where I am, downwards from the Whale Chamber, and she's there. Flustered, my mate. May I ask why? Paper are you holding? It looks familiar. That's my handwriting, and this will give you another nice reward. So let's enter this, and we get the title Loveletter. Write it yourself, but have someone deliver it for you. So this is another title that we have here, and there is another one right close to you. So this next one is also over here. We just can click on this lucky spot that we have right there on the fishing spot, and this will take us directly to a fisher that is standing next to that spot. And he will immediately trigger the normal sign for the Easter egg, no fishing in the palace. It's bad for you, I already did so, and I got all of those fish, which I thought is quite funny. They put those fishing spots this time at some quite unlikely positions, like in this palace that there are fishing possible. It's quite funny. So I thought that was pretty cool. We're just going to finish this talk right there, and with that we are pretty much done. I think this were about all. I think there's one more that we could go. There are 3 more collectibles that I didn't include in those. If you care for them, they are in Ashu's guide. I'm not sure. I think they are collectibles, not really an Easter egg, or the Easter egg is not concluded. I'm not sure about this. So let's go and finish this up. Resume. There we go. Okay, one more there is. It's actually the Drenched title that we talked about. This one used to be bugged and wasn't possible to get, so I'm very happy that they fixed this now so that we can complete those videos. We want to head over here to the gloomy entrance on the Ironhold Bay map, and we want to go upwards in this way, and there will be a guy called the Overseer Noel, and usually it should rain when we talk to him. Okay, so finally we have rain. I was basically just waiting here. You have to wait for the rain, and then you should be able to wait. Actually, talk to him. Didn't work at this position somehow. I'm somehow still worried that it might just end there. And then we have dry wood. And this should work out for us, so there we go. That is the Drenched title. This was bugged before. It never rained on this map, which is kind of funny. So the way that I just did this, I just sat here for like 5 minutes and waited. That is the entire strategy that I took to making it rain. I just waited here. I didn't switch time. I didn't go anywhere else. I just waited here for like 5 minutes. Watched the YouTube video. Maybe you'll find a nice video on my channel. And then it started raining, so now we have this title. Okay, and that's it for the Easter egg video. Now we should basically have all the Easter eggs in this season. I don't think there are any ones left at this point. If you haven't already, definitely make sure you watch part 1 and 2, so you get all the Easter eggs in this game. And beyond that, another huge shout out at this point to Ashu for finding out about all of this, for coordinating like a little bit on the Yapala Discord and bringing all the info together so that we can make this video, or that I can make this video and give you the information here on YouTube as well. If you haven't already, also make sure you subscribe to the channel. Beyond that, we are sponsored here actually by Lootbar. Lootbar is a great website that offers you the cheapest dragon crystals and the cheapest bundles in the game. So if you want to get yourself a few stellar crystals, a few dragon crystals, whatever, and you just don't want to pay the maximum price, then just go ahead, go on Lootbar, and you will get a nice discount over here on top of the best servers and everything. And also you support the channel. If you register through the link down in the description, you will also get a few discount coupons that make your purchases even cheaper. So with that being said, thank you everybody for watching. Hit that subscribe button, and we'll see us in the next one.